Welcome back. The President, Muhammadu Buhari, is asking media practitioners across Africa to focus on good journalism in order to promote good governance and change the landscape of the profession. He was speaking at the opening ceremony of the 67th Annual Congress of the International Press Institute at the Presidential Villa in Abuja. Our correspondent, Gloria Umezoke, reports.
Mr. President.
President Muhammadu Buhari arriving the banquet hall of the Presidential Villa for the 67th World Congress of the International Press Institute, where hundreds of journalists and media executives from over 40 countries gathered.
Minister of Interior.
Access to justice, safety and press freedom were some of the issues the executive director of the institute and other media executive canvassed at the event.
The NDI World Congress is the gathering of those who have chosen to join hands to fight against anybody who wants to silence the press.
The press fights for the rights of all Nigerians. And we have continued to do that, and have continued to enjoy a relatively free press.
Mr. President, sir.
Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari, however, asked that the media work to encourage good governance.
In a world where the borderline between hate speech and free speech has become blurred, good journalism matters. In an environment where fake news dwarfs investigative reporting, good journalism matters. For survival in an increasingly competitive field, good journalism matters. Good journalism promotes good governance. I therefore urge participants to give depth to the topic in your discussions and conclusions.
About the tax.
Earlier, journalists had a conversation with members of cabinet in a panel moderated by the chairman of Channels Media Group, Mr. John Momo.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much would you say that you've been able to checkmate these porous borders?
In our own effort, I will tell you 10 over 10, our own effort. But our own effort. I'm not saying that we've reached where we should. We haven't. We have a lot to do, and I've mentioned that.
The ministers opened up on achievements, challenges, and the way forward.
Oil actually doesn't produce many jobs. So one of the things we had to do was to unlock the other 90% of the economy. And what's needed to unlock that economy is infrastructure. Agriculture, you wouldn't mention Nigeria for agriculture, but actually agriculture is 25% of GDP. So we recognized as a government, if we put the infrastructure in place, we can actually sustainably grow these areas, create jobs for our people, and create wealth.
Having said that, it takes more than one administration to build a country. So one of the most important things is to continue on this trajectory and to continue to have these conversations.
In one sentence, why do you think Nigerians should elect the president?
Because we've delivered on all our promises. We promised Nigerians we are going to fight insecurity. We fought insecurity. We promised Nigerians we are going to revamp the economy. We have revamped the economy.
The institute, which would clock 70 years in 2 years, also works to secure the release of journalists who are jailed in the line of duty.
Well, this is the first time the International Press Institute will be meeting in Africa, and for the next 2 days they will be discussing issues surrounding press freedom, hate speeches or fake news, amongst other things. Now, the expectations that this Congress will address critical challenges affecting the profession globally, especially here in Nigeria. From the Presidential Villa, Gloria Umezoke, Channels Television News.
And that's where we draw the curtains for this edition of News Across Nigeria. Thanks for watching. I'm Olumide Macaulay.